next year. Company has evolved into what it is, which was a vision of having a one-stop shop.
You hire the best of the best.
Yes, we do. Everybody here to me is family.
Our guiding principles are:
be kind,
speak honestly,
make it simple,
act fairly,
put people over profits. Simple solutions.
Well, have a seat, Bruce. Welcome, Wildcat Nation, to
Hey, everybody.
Dollars and Cents this week.
Well, it's just I was wrapped. I had cords around my neck.
I know,
here.
we were straightening up the studio. Bruce was housekeeping a little bit while we got
Yeah.
rocking and rolling this morning. But Bitcoin's been for a ride.
Boy, yeah. I mean, I'm getting a lot of calls right now about, what's the election going to do? What's this? What's that? And, in the devotion this morning, I got this sense that we just all need to take a deep breath and just kind of calm down and just sometimes you just got to sit back in your saddle and keep riding, right?
Right.
And so there's going to be a lot of things take a ride. And I think that if you're an investor, I think there's lots of opportunities out there to take advantage of. I think if you are nervous, I think you need to do something about it. If you're nervous, you and your wife can't sleep because you're worried about your 401k, you're worried about your savings, you're worried about your mutual funds, then do something about it. Position that money more safe and secure. We have lots of ideas. I'm not saying pull it out, push it here, there, or otherwise. Make some subtle changes.
Well, the market's not down right now.
No, the market's very stable. Now, historically, if you go back and look at presidential election cycles, they have little effect on the market. It doesn't really go either direction. And everybody said, well, yeah, but things are different this year. Okay, I've yet to see the difference in any other historical year.
Right.
The markets are fairly strong right now because what's the government doing? They're just throwing out money like that old man on Monopoly.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
They're just throwing it out there. They're printing it as fast. Hey, you know what? I guess they're smarter than we are. But I don't know how they can continue to just hand out free money. And, everybody needs to understand. Don't kid yourself. We need to all go back to work because you're getting ready to have a huge increase in your taxes. And so middle class, don't worry, because it's all going to trickle down to you and you're going to bear the burden just like it's always done in the past.
Yeah,
Every time there's a tax increase, it always comes back to the middle class.
Well, I don't understand. There's no such, I've said this before, and I don't mean to derail anything here, but you cannot tax just the rich. It's impossible.
No, it's impossible.
Because it's fine, okay, you raise taxes on the rich, what are they going to do? Well, they control production and services. They just increase the price of everything. And then what's that mean? The rest of us, our milk costs more. Our cars cost more.
That's right.
Our clothes cost more.
So I have a business owner as a customer, and he has several employees here in town. And I said, hey, what's this minimum wage increase going to do to you? Nothing.
Right.
He said, I'll let about 10 or 12 people go, and my pocket expense will be about the same.
Yep.
So what did he just say?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to him
right.
what it is. If you got 10 employees and they raise it to where you can't afford them, you go down to 5.
Right.
If you got 1,000 employees, you go down to 400 or whatever.
And you raise prices.
So now it's an opportunity. You get a profit on the whatever,
right.
and you lower your production or you lower your employment costs because government decided that they wanted to raise minimum wage. So, don't take your advice from a politician on how to invest your money that you've worked your whole life for.
Right.
So the point is, watch for opportunities if you're an investor. If you're nervous, pull your money into cash. Give me a call. I'll give you some ideas. I'm kind of more of a safe money type expert. But if you want to talk about opportunities, I've got lots of ideas on that.
And opportunity is a great word for it. I get more excited when the stock market goes down than when it goes up because they're the same. It's, Disney, Tesla, GM, they're the same company today as they were yesterday, but now you can buy them for half price.
Right. So let's get local. How about O'Reilly Automotive?
How about O'Reilly?
All right. A couple of years ago, we could have picked that up for $1.72.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's $500. All right. So,
pretty good.
So if I'd have said, hey, Will, go leverage every penny you can, scrape together, pick up pennies on the ground to invest in O'Reilly, you'd have thought, it's 175, 200,
Right.
it's going to, and then boom.
Mm-hmm.
So point being, you look at the core of the company, you look at the values of the company, you look at management, you do your own research when you're investing your money.
Mm-hmm.
Don't rely on somebody else. Do your own research. Look at it. O'Reilly continues to build stores every year. They're very well managed. They're very well maintained company. They're expanding their headquarters, right? When you're looking at those positive impacts on the local economy and the company is just doing well, that's probably a pretty safe bet, right?
Right.
So if you're worried about the portfolio you've got that's managed by somebody you don't even know, invested in things that you don't even know, that's no way to manage your life savings. Bring it back local. Maybe talk to a local representative. I'll be glad to help, but there's lots of us that have grown up and lived and run our businesses in Southwest Missouri. Stay local. We'll give you some good advice. There's lots of us out here, but I prefer you call me.
Yeah, and if they want to do that, that's 417-882-1800.
Sure, give us a call. I mean, we're always willing to help. The Resource Center is designed to be a resource for our customers. It's why we do our estate planning projects together. This year's tag is Planning Made Simple. Last year was complete chaos, right?
Right.
And our focus, 2020.
Hindsight, 2020.
So we're going to have a cup breaking ceremony at our office.
We're going to smash
if anybody
all
wants to come, and we're going to break about 100 coffee cups. And then we're going to put them in a collage or a glass jar with a plaque that says "Never Forget" on it, right?
I love it. I love it.
But
It's fantastic.
planning made simple in 2020. Don't overcomplicate your lives. Keep it simple, but take some positive steps towards getting some financial security in 2021. The best is yet to come, and we got to keep encouraging ourselves that this thing is going to be solid. It's going to be good. Forget your political ideas. No one wants to hear it, right?
Right.
Let's talk about what we can do to make ourselves better in 2021, and I think that's how we got to move forward.
Start a new business.
Yeah, there you go.
Why
Well, yeah,
We can do that too. We can help you with that too.
sure,
Yeah.
absolutely. We've got some workshops coming up. We have one here at Rogersville
Tomorrow night, Simple
tomorrow night.
Trust. Yep.
Simple Trust coming up. Where's that at?
That's going to be at the Heritage Post, 101 North Mill, I think, is
Yep.
the address there. Right
Time?
here in Rogersville. Tomorrow night at 6:30. There are a few seats left. If you can register for that online, we are limiting the numbers. So there's an event. If you go to the K-ROG page, look at the events list. It's on the event there. There are a couple of seats left, I
Yep.
think. Maybe six or eight left
And then I believe next week we have 2 workshops at the Resource
at
Center
your place in
on
Spring-
Tuesday and Wednesday.
Tuesday night at
6
6
o'clock.
and Wednesday afternoon at 2.
That's right.
So you can come and see that presentation. If you would rather do that, 882-1800 is the Resource Center. If you have any questions about anything we've talked about today, that's the place to call. We'll be back next Monday. Thanks for watching Rogersville, and have a great day.
Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC. AE Wealth Management and the Resource Center, Inc. are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Any references to protection, safety, or lifetime income generally refer to fixed insurance products, never securities or investments. Insurance guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims-paying abilities of the issuing carrier. This podcast is intended for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as the sole basis for financial decisions, nor should it be construed as advice designed to meet a particular need of an individual situation. The Resource Center, Inc. is not permitted to offer, and no statement made during this podcast shall constitute tax or legal advice. Our firm is not affiliated with or endorsed by the U.S. government or any governmental agency. The information and opinions contained herein, provided by third parties, have been obtained from sources believed to be reliable, but accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed by the Resource Center, Inc. This podcast is a paid placement.